facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The 49ers offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
On the option, here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the 49ers come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Looking to pass. It's Harrell. While the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicholas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back has it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves.
To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good three-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Harrell. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. stretch in the middle. It's Norton. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me...
Got some room in under the goal line. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Harrell. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Rutledge. There he goes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Niners.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside, and he pulls it up inside the 20. Scooped up by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Harold. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Marshall quick to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Allen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got Smashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you built some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to snap it quickly. Gonna run it. It's Rutledge. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Here's the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Gonna it's Rutledge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. You stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Snagged in the middle, it's Nicholas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker, he's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one,
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Marshall quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Steps away to find some room. Kept it, and he's past the mark.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Bringing it out. And the returner is stopped. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
On the option. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the 49ers will have it 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but then you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. Get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Play action. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Shoots it to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Marshall! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Rutledge. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong. I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it. But finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to...
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the...